Well, welcome back to my workshop. What I've been doing is starting to compile little short Facebook clips that might have been part 1, part 2, part 3, and trying to make them one longer one. With a view to maybe putting them on YouTube or something like that. I don't know. Either way, I'm improving my editing skills. What you're about to see in this post is a Nissan Elgrand that I worked on 12 months ago. Now, it's not the big oil leaking monster that I had worked on just before that. This was a very nice exhaust system I made from behind the catalytic converters to the rear, and instead of being the itty little 42mm twin front, I opened it up to 64mm. I was using quality Australian made muffler, and all the rest was done very nicely indeed for height, sound, performance and fuel economy. So sit back, this could very well be a 10-minute video, I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll see. Please comment, like, share. Are you following the page? Please do so, I encourage it. It costs you nothing. Alright, keep watching. Here we go. Nissan Elgrand. 3.5 litre V6. This one's a 4-wheel drive. These things are breeding. Nissan Elgrand, or Elgrande, however you want to say it. If these things were sold in Australia, they'd have sold a mozza of them. How they can jam a V6 4-wheel drive into this body is beyond me, but they did it. Very, very luxurious interior. Oh, even got the fluffy seats. Okay. The problem is it's leaking underneath and we need to open it up. I recall the last one I worked on was a nightmare. This one, let's hope it's not. So we'll just have a bit of a look. Commencing multiple flows of electrons. Best we find today. Let's go and hit the up button. And up we go. With that like, follow, review and comment like button. Okay, looking from the rear, there is no rear. It's been dumped down here, absolutely not roadworthy. As gases come down, the suction made behind here, the vacuum as you drive along, sucks fumes in through the seals, even on a brand new vehicle. Very, very square back, lots of vacuum. Not a large diameter pipe, even here. But here we have the problem, leaking. In my last post you would have seen how I had to play with something up in there on another vehicle. Not the case with this one. Yay! That really pleases me. Okay, very, very, very thin plating. I'll be checking all of that more thoroughly when I'm not holding a camera. And we're going to upgrade to something a darn sight better. I might just measure that. So it's small, and it gets even smaller right there where the muffler is. So stand by and I'll just give that a quick measure. Oh, that's warm up there, very warm. Go out where I can read it. I've given up on digital ones because I keep breaking them. Okay. 40mm, not even a standard Australian size. I found that there was a blockage on one side as well and very open the other, so I've evened it up. Now, anybody working on these, bear in mind that plate below the right hand catalytic converter is different bolts, PCD or pitch circle diameter, than the left. These, a Commodore plate will go on. These ones are a Nissan specific plate across there. They're the same bolt centers there as some of the Mitsubishis. Okay, so I'm going to be building back into a single from there. but look at the difference in diameter. That's 2 1/4 inch. That's 2 1/4 inch. Even though it looks smaller, that's because the plate isn't as wide as that one over there. Alright, so it's going to be opened up and it'll breathe a darn sight better. But I'm not going to make it too loud. And I don't want to go too big off the front because you get eddy currents and swirls and things. This is going to allow for a gradual upsizing, collecting back into a large diameter there so it all flows nicely. And I'm going to be using a 2 1/2 inch long muffler, 2 1/2 inch muffler, 20 inches long. Again, people remember what I said about 3.5 4 litre V6. This works. Stick with what works. This is going to be a muffler white pipe assembly to here, and then I'll make the rear. I'll sound test it. If I need to put a resonator up in here, I shall. Originally they had one, but somebody's got all kinds of crazy things happening up here. They've cut the rubber. I reckon the 200 series Land Cruiser rubber will go very close to fitting that. Of course I need to go hoop-de-doop-de-doo. Okay, I'm not going to be 2 1/2 inch from here. I'm going to be dropping it back down to 2 1/4, getting the maximum flow, more frontal area on the fiberglass, and then down to a more reasonable size. The smaller the size, the gases accelerate, helping to draw it out. That is the theory. Now, these plates, you can't get those in a 2 inch diameter. Bang, instant lightning bulb goes off in my brain. I found myself going over to the bender and expanding this inner just a smidge. And I thought, why? Well, I knew why, but some of the younger techs out there might not know why. It's not to make everything slide in hoops easy. It's not. That's a byproduct of it. There's an inner, which is the tube that goes through, and the outer. Now, you really don't want to have an air gap in there because you're going to weld. If these pieces of metal are touching all the way around, you have got a far better and stronger weld. That's another good reason to do it. Even if it goes in, just lightly touch it if you see an air gap on your expander. If not, and you're doing it from home, little ball peen hammer, just go tappy, 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 tappy. Okay, that's why I put that on the machine, just to take up that air gap. So a little while later, all welded up, painted, mushroom headed mount there, big strong Berkeley muffler, another mount there, that one, you know, stainless steel mushroom head, and I brought it down to another plate. It's a very similar position to where the original one was, and the tailpipe will be a detachable section. Okay, so that's where we are so far. Up very, very high. Where is it? Oh, it's got to drop down here to see it. Okay. So, did you watch the whole thing through to here? Or are you one of the people that watching go 10 seconds, click off? I see those stats. It's disappointing. Okay, so the job is now completed and I'll show you that momentarily. But while this original muffler is off the vehicle, I'll show you that the top was had it. And even though it's a very small size there, it gets smaller and smaller. Welcome to the wonderful world of Nissan. Okay, so the very, very small pipe oil there now looks like all of this, which is the tailpipe. Now, unfortunately, the rubber up there is a specific rubber. However, if I put a early Holden Commodore centre muffler rubber support sideways, it works. Why not? It's big, thick and heavy, and I don't want too much movement there anyway. Having made it back to just beyond the bumper bar, we are ideal. I tried it with a resonator in here, not much difference, no wonder people cut them off. And it also adds more weight. There's no facility beyond that mount to take any weight. There's nothing up here on the body. That's it. That's probably why it's such a substantial mount. Of course, being independent rear suspension as they are, The diff does not go up and down, and that's where the pipe's got to go. Up over the little bracing bar. That's not a sway bar, that is a bracing bar for some reason. Unusual, but then, hey, that's just the way they're made. Now with the downside, more flow, better fuel economy. Yes, you can hear it. I'll put the camera behind it, give it a couple of revs. It sounds like a V6. It sounded like a vacuum cleaner with a leak before, but it will be exactly what he needs, and there are no parts off the shelf in Australia for this model vehicle. Rightio, here's your soundbite. I've got it on the bench. It's not directly behind the car. Live with it. I don't have my particular stand to put behind the car that I normally use at the moment. So here we go, just have a bit of a listen. Not designed to be super duper loud. We're opening it up, solving issues and doing things on the fly or on the mosquito because there is nothing available. So there you have it. Mix 3.3 litre El Grande. Gone from behind the catalytic converters to the rear, remade everything, 2-year warranty on everything, at 290 Albert Street in Maryborough, Queensland. So if you've got one, yes, I can certainly deal with it. You need to ring me though on 41216733. Anyway, thanks very much. Cheers for now.